In the thrilling realm of fantastical combat, there exists a weapon as ferocious as it is reliable, the Warhammer. With its unwavering solidity and the sheer brutality of its force, it has entrenched itself in the hearts and minds of countless warriors, united in their passion for its many uses on the battlefield. This is a story about the mighty Warhammer, one that combines vivid examples, enveloping prose, and an insatiable love for both history and creative writing. Imagine, if you will, a landscape darkened by the fog of war, the scent of sweat, rust, and the metallic tang of blood heavy upon the breeze. Here, the grit of battle is not just a question of fortitude and skill, but also one of the environment, wrought by the fury and frenzy of the sharpening edge of blade against bone, gut against ground. Watery eyes scan the obstructions of fallen friends and foes alike, splayed haphazardly on the splintered remnants of church and castle, a demonstration of human determination in its most primal form. The clamor of battle drums, the neighing of frightened steeds, the cawing of gore-soaked crows, all bear witness to these delicate acts of valor. Amidst this chaos, a warrior emerges from the fog. His swing misses its mark and sinks into the abdomen of an unfortunate opponent, the blood gushing forth like a spring of crimson poison. There, in the thick of it all, is the weapon that defines our hero, the Warhammer. A weapon crafted by forges of remorseless fire, hammered into creation by the calloused hands of blacksmiths who pour their souls into the rippling terrain of molten meeting metal. Its haft, a rod of oak impregnated with a mixture of animal bones and embedded shards of deep-carved rubies, is a symbol of the warrior's devotion to power through pain. This weapon, this embodiment of force and fury, is wielded with masterful precision in the hands of our warrior, a soul bound to its power through countless battles and sacrifices. The grip, worn smooth by the hands of warriors past, is a witness to the history and craftsmanship of the Warhammer, resisting attempts to dilute its raw power with the comforting ease of magically enhanced weapons. It is an artifact of the ancient, passed down through generations, commemorating tales of heroism and victory. The weight, heavy and familiar, speaks not of a burden, but of a responsibility, one that can only be borne by true warriors. Upon impact, the Warhammer's massive head, a behemoth of crushed steel enclosing embers of primal fire, cascades a ceaseless ballet of brutal force. An earth-shattering arc leaves the ground trembling underneath the unyielding onslaught, as every single blow punctures its target like a surging tide against a fragile shore. Armed with the fury and frenzy of primordial beasts and the sheer might of ancient raging assets, it leaves only carnage in its wake, a testament to the warrior's unflinching resolve. As our warrior assumes dominance over the battlefield, the steady drumming of beaten helms and battered shields becomes a symphony of despair, fueled by the fear of silent contusions of Warhammer-wielding warriors relentlessly closing in around the enemy, encircling the realm of man like a chokehold of churning steel and vengeance. The tide of carnage, sweeping over the resistance, as the last vestiges of hope are dashed upon the jagged blade of the Warhammer's relentless advance. At last, our hero stands victorious atop the festering, blood-soaked grounds of battle, his weapon raised high, a signal of the conqueror's triumphant return. The air is thick with the stench of death, and the silent praise of onlooking comrades, rendering their gratitude to the warrior's undying courage. In his embrace, the Warhammer, enlivened by the fires of battle, bears a sheen worthy of the stories of old, immortalizing the warrior who mastered its artful, brutal dance. Among the grand battles and mighty deeds, there is a place where the legendary Warhammer shall forever dwell, among the pantheon of heroes who etched their names into history through the very marrow of mankind's resilience. A testament to the indomitable spirit, which in turn fuels the ferocious reciprocation of Warhammer and warrior, wrought by the ceaseless tide of human struggle. Thus, as we listen to the whispers of time and cultivate wisdom beneath the stars, may the vigor and valor of our ancestors never be forgotten, for their legacies are intertwined with the very core of our collective identity. The Warhammer, an instrument of power and perseverance, shall remain an everlasting symbol of the indomitable human spirit, girding our hearts with the unwavering resolve to confront the vast unknown with unyielding fortitude, guided by the sacred and enduring fire of primal inspiration. This has been Jayce Ran, over and out.